Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a nice notification system that can trigger anytime you want, that will have the notifications stack up, and that will also animate the notifications in a nice way. Also, if you guys want to support me and want to have access to all of my project files, including the one you're watching right now, they will all be available on my Patreon in the $10 tier. Okay, so here I am in a brand new base plate, and what I'm gonna do is add a screen GUI to start a GUI, and I'm going to call it notifications. And what I'm gonna do inside of this notification screen GUI is add a frame, and if you want your notifications to be on the right, you can put this in the right, which is what I'm gonna do. And what you want to do is just make it really big. So what I'm gonna do is go to the size and set the size to maybe 0.3 on the x, comma 0 and 1, comma 0, and that's going to make it this size, but I think it's too big on the x, so I'm going to resize it. And what I'm going to do now is set its background transparency to 1, and the next thing we're going to do is rename it to container, and I'm going to add in another frame. Now this frame is going to be called notification template, and I'm going to resize it to be around this size, and I'm going to use this handy plugin called unit conversion, which I'm going to leave the link to in the description. And what it does is convert from offset to scale, and let me show you what that does. So if you just resize it like that, if you go to mobile view, if I go to test and go to device, as you can see, it kind of messes it up. But if you go to this plugin and click unit conversion and press scale on the size, what's going to happen is if you do that again, it's not going to happen, which is good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add a UI corner to this. So UI corner, and I'm going to set the corner radius to on the offset is going to be 0, and on the scale it's going to be 0.05, or maybe 0.09, or maybe 0.1. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is just position this by using a UI list layout. So just add the UI list layout, and then just set the padding to actually duplicate your template, and then set the padding to 0.01 on the scale, and then you can set the where is it? So fill direction, vertical, horizontal alignment. It's going to be center for me, and the next, actually it's going to be right, I think. And the next thing is going to be the vertical alignment. It's going to start from the bottom for me, so bottom, so that whenever a notification pops up, it's going to start from the bottom. Okay, so oh sorry, I'm going to redo all of this. Okay, now I'm only going to have one notification template, and I'm going to resize this container. So I'm going to set its background transparency to 0 or 0.5, and I'm going to move it like that, and I'm going to resize it on the Y and just put it up so that my notification will be on the right corner when it appears. Now I'm going to set the background transparency back to 1. And what I'm going to do now is just add a text label to this, and the size of that text label will be 1, 0, 1, 0. And the background transparency will be 1, and the text scaled properly will be true, and the text will be this is a test notification. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is set the font to a font that I like, which of course is going to be for Doka one. Or maybe this time I'm going to change the font. But let's be honest, for Doka one is just the best font. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is set the text color. So text color, I want that to be a gray like that. Maybe a black. But I think gray looks better. A nice dark gray. And yeah, this is going to be my notification. Maybe you can have another text label. So this is going to be called main text. And there will be another, actually, never mind. That's just going to be the notifications text. And what I'm going to do now is just duplicate this and see if it works. And as you can see, it does, and it positions it correctly. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just add a module script inside of replicator storage, a remote event. And we're going to call the remote event notify. And the module script will be called notification. So notification client. And what I'm going to do is get some services. So tween service equals game, get service tween service. After tween service, what I'm going to do is, I think that's all I need for now. Okay, so tween service, and I'm going to drag my notification template inside of the notification client. And then we're going to need players service. So local players equals game, get service players. And then what we need to do is a reference to the notification template. So local notification template equals script, wait for child, notification template. Okay. So now what we need to do is have a value for the original size. So local original template size equals notification template dot size. Okay, now what we need to do is function module dot notify, and it's going to take a text. So notification notification text. And what I'm gonna do is tween this template. So local new template, new notification equals notification template clone. Okay, so new notification dot name. Actually, we don't need to change the name. We just need to set its size. So new notification dot size equals udim2 dot from scale 0, 0,0. Okay, so after doing that, what we're gonna do is parent it to the this. So what we need to do is get player GUI. So local player GUI equals player. We need to get the player first. Sorry. So local player equals players dot local player. Local player GUI equals player, for child player GUI, and local notifications equals player GUI, for child notifications, and local container equals notifications, for child container. So what we're doing here is just getting this and this, and what we're gonna do is just parent this to this. But before we do that, we're going to set the transparency of everything inside of this to 1. So for underscore v in, actually what I'm going to do is new notification dot background transparency dot background transparency equals 1, and new notification dot text transparency equals 1. Now what I'm going to do is just new notification dot parent equals container, and what we're gonna do now is tween it. So tween service create, and it's going to take 0.5 comma 0. Actually, yes. So the transparency tween will take something like 0.3 seconds, comma tween info. Actually, what am I doing? Okay, so it will be new notification, comma tween info dot new 0.3, comma, and background transparency equals 0, sorry, comma play. Now we need to copy this tween, but this time it will be new notification. By the way, this should be new notification dot text label dot transparency. So we're gonna tween this too. So put it there. And instead of the background transparency, this time it's going to be text transparency. Okay, so after tweening the text transparency, we are also going to tween, so tween service, create, new notification, comma tween info dot new, enum dot easystyle.sign, comma, actually one, okay, so it should be 0.7 seconds, comma enum.easystyle.sign, comma enum.easydirection.out, comma, and the size will be original template size, colon play. Okay, now we also need a stay time variable, stay time for the notification, so stay or duration. And what we're gonna do is task.wait duration. And after we wait the duration, what we're gonna do is do the same thing but in reverse. So just copy these tweens and paste them here. And what we're gonna do is 0.3. Now the transparency will be 1, and in here the size will be udim2.fromScale 0, 0. Okay, now we need to tasks.wait maybe like 1 second. And what we're gonna do is just destroy the new notification. So new notification colon destroy. Okay, so this should be it, but what I need to do is just wrap this in a task.spawn function, but I don't think I need to do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is add a script to starter GUI or to starter player scripts, so local script, and I'm going to call it client, and this is going to show you how to use the notification system. So what I'm going to do is get replicated storage, so local replicated storage equals game calling get service replicated storage, and local notification client equals replicated storage calling child notification client. And what I forgot to do is require this, so require that, and notification client. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is task.wait, so I'm going to wait like 5 seconds, and notification client dot notify, and I'm just going to say hello, this is a test. And in here, what I forgot to do is new notification, so new notification dot text label dot text equals notification text. Now the duration will be 3 seconds, and I'm going to see if this works. So just play the game and see if we get any errors or if it works. Okay, let's see. And it works. So this is a test, and it shows the notification, and then it goes back. But what I think is a real problem here is the size tweening, which I think should be way faster, so 0.4. And same thing here, 0.3, maybe something like 0.2, and this 0.22. So let's see if this is gonna work. So it notifies me, and then it should go back. Okay, let's see if that's going to, but I think what I want to do is change this to something like elastic, and just make the time a bit longer, so something like 0.8, and just change this to elastic, and let's see how that's gonna work. Just mess around with these in styles, and you should get a result that you like. Okay, so I really like this. I think it looks really good, but the last tween was a bit janky, so I'm gonna change this to back, and this to 0.3 or 4 or 5. I think I'm just gonna keep it like that, and let's see how this works. Okay, so I like that, and now it should go away. Okay, so that was pretty clean. Now what I'm gonna do is try calling this multiple times. So I'm just going to call one that says that, one that says hello, this is a test 2, one that says, hello, this is a test 3, and one that says this is a test 4. And I want this one to stay for only 1 second, this one for 5 seconds, and this one for, actually, I want this one to stay for something like 4. And this one 3. Let's see if that's gonna work. And actually, maybe I can change the text too. So, hello. This one's going to be hello. This one is going to be, congratulations. You bought a new gun. Something like that. And this is going to be, hey. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. Now, what I'm thinking is it's not gonna work. We need to use a coroutine.wrap, so it's going to wait 3 seconds, then call the next notification, which is not what we want. So what I'm gonna do is change this to coroutine. Okay, so coroutine.wrap, and it's going to take that .notify, just get this, and then paste that in. So this is how you're gonna call it. Or maybe what we can do instead of doing all of this, something way easier is just changing this into a task.spawn function. I'm sorry if that took a bit too long. And now if you play the game, then everything should work just fine. So first notification should pop up, and all of them pop out at the same time, which is exactly what we want. That one goes first, this one, then that one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just play around with these. So maybe task.wait 1 second, task.wait 0.5, task.wait 0.3. And let's see how that's gonna work. And the first notification pops up, the second one, that one, and yeah, that's pretty clean. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how to call this from the server. So if you touch a part or something, from server to client, it should work. So I'm going to spawn in a part, I'm going to make it anchored, and I'm going to add a proximity prompt to it. And what I'm going to do in here is add a script, and script.parent.triggered connect function. And that's going to take the player. And what we're going to do is remote. So game.replicated storage.remote. Actually, .notify fire client. And that's going to take the player. And then we're going to send a text, which is going to be you pressed the button, comma, and a state time, which is going to be math.random from 1 to actually it's going to be random.new.next number from 1 to 3, but I don't think that's how you do it. I'm just going to use math.random from 1 to 3, or set from 1 to 7. And what I'm going to do now is go to the client script, and what we're going to do in here is get rid of all of this and just do replicated storage with your child notify dot on client event connect function, and that's going to take the notification text, comma, duration. And what you can do is just notification client dot notify and just send the notification text, and you can send the duration. Now if we go ahead and trigger that part, it should send us a message. So I'm going to go press E, and you press the button. I can press this as many times as I want, and as you can see, this looks really clean and I kind of like it. But what I really don't like is how it waits. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. What we need to do is calculate the time that it takes for this and this. So for the first tweens and the second tweens, if you know what I mean. So just for example, 0.2 plus 0.4, just add the duration of this tween, and skip this tween and add the duration of this tween. So in this case, it's going to be 0.6. So 0.61. And now it should go off at the right time. As you can see, it works. Yes, I'm just going to spam this, and all of them should disappear at some point. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's tutorial. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.